As the nation celebrated John Lewis's life and work, Lewis had the last word himself.
It is so fitting on the day of his service, he leaves us our marching orders. Keep moving.
A posthumous message published in today's New York Times, addressing young people.
Though I may not be here with you, I urge you to answer the highest calling of your heart and stand up for what you truly believe.
Like 23-year-old Arianna Evans.
Now it is your turn to let freedom ring.
Lewis was her age when he spoke at the March on Washington, the youngest speaker back in 1963.
Until true freedom comes, until the revolution of 1776 is complete.
He knew that the fight for civil rights is a birthright and a burden passed down from one generation to the next.
He made so much history. To be as young as he was and still to be like such a pivotal point in civil rights just really proves to me that it's not even me that might change this country. It's really the generation below us. There's going to be a whole new, like, fresh set of ideas, and I think that we can really genuinely reimagine what it's like to be an American.
Lewis also knew the need for good trouble, as he put it, didn't stop in the 1960s, but will be carried on by Americans like Arianna, an Air Force veteran who has raised her voice since George Floyd's killing.
Yesterday was my first time protesting, but we've been tired. I've been tired. I've cried over this for years. We've been fighting the same battle.
Speaking out against a polarizing president.
Every time you get on Twitter, every time you say anything, sir, you're saying it out of violence, out of hate. And we're tired of being hated.
For young people marching for Black Lives Matter today and manning the barricades in Portland and other cities, John Lewis's message still resonates.
He gave his last dying breath to civil rights and to the Black people.
Today, President Obama invoked the villains of the civil rights era in Alabama, saying the work of Bull Connor and George Wallace has also been passed down to a new generation.
George Wallace may be gone, but we can witness our federal government sending agents to use tear gas and batons against peaceful demonstrators.
Do you think that's a fair comparison?
Absolutely. Using an over-militarized police force to beat your citizens into submission is not okay. It's never been okay. It was not okay in Selma.
Back then, Wallace may have been governor of Alabama, but on Bloody Sunday, African Americans had an ally in the White House. Arianna Evans, for one, is not sure that's still true.
Yes, we can draw the parallel between them two, but we also need to realize that his position of power effectuates in all 50 states.
You're saying that Donald Trump is George Wallace on steroids?
Absolutely. I'm saying that he is willing to destroy our democracy in a way that George Wallace probably wasn't.
And she believes there is as much at stake now as there was in the 1960s. So are you worried about this election?
Absolutely. And I think we need to fight tooth and nail until it's over.
And that, in a way, is John Lewis's work, isn't it?
Absolutely. I feel that even in his own way, he was telling us, like, fight for this.
The torch carried so bravely by John Lewis and his generation, now passed to a new generation. For ABC News Live, I'm David Wright.